They just got a call about you. And everything changed. My beloved child, something shifted tonight. The air around you feels heavier because someone just received a phone call, a call that has your name written all over it. The moment they picked up, everything in their world stopped. They weren't expecting to hear your name, not after all this time. But when it came through that trembling voice, their heart dropped, their pulse quickened, and their mind couldn't believe what they were hearing. They were told something that made them sit down in silence for a full minute, because suddenly, you became the center of their universe again. That call wasn't random. It was fated, planned, aligned by something far greater than coincidence. And from that single call, the story you thought was over just got rewritten in golden ink. Something huge is waiting for you. The voice on the other end whispered words that cracked through their defenses. It wasn't gossip, it was truth. Truth that had been buried under pride, under ego, under silence for far too long. They learned that the person they walked away from, the person they doubted, the person they couldn't replace, was the only one who ever genuinely cared. And now, they can't breathe without wondering if it's too late to fix it. They're pacing right now, reading your old messages, replaying the last moment they saw your face. Every laugh, every tear, every word, it's all flooding back like a storm refusing to stop. Something inside them snapped open. Regret has turned into realization. And realization, into desperate longing. Something huge is waiting for you. That call didn't just reveal your name. It revealed your pain. Someone told them what you've been through, the sleepless nights, the silent strength, the moments you smiled when your heart was breaking. And for the first time, they understood your silence wasn't weakness. It was survival. Now they're realizing how deeply you loved, how quietly you sacrificed, and how cruel it was to misjudge you. The one they thought they'd forgotten has become the only one they can't stop thinking about. They keep checking their phone, waiting for a message they're too scared to send. They type, delete, and type again, because the words, "I'm sorry," suddenly feel too small for what they did. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, you might feel like this chapter ended long ago. But fate doesn't work that way. When a soul connection is written by divine hands, even time bends to bring it back together. That phone call was heaven's way of flipping the script. The one who betrayed your loyalty just learned the cost of losing it. And now, the same universe that watched you cry in silence is preparing to let you watch them seek your forgiveness. They thought you'd moved on. They thought you'd forgotten. But your name still lives inside their every quiet moment. And now, their next move will shock you, because the guilt has become unbearable. Something huge is waiting for you. Tonight, someone's pillow is soaked with tears they swore they'd never cry. They just realized the person they ignored was the one who prayed for their peace. They're remembering your voice, the way you said their name with calmness even in chaos. They're realizing that no one else brings that warmth, that grounding energy, that unspoken safety. The people they ran toward don't feel like home, they feel like noise. But you were silence in the most healing way. And now, that phone call has triggered something deep. Their heart is calling your soul again, silently, desperately. You may not hear it yet, but the connection is sparking again in unseen ways. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the universe is turning things in your favor. The same person who caused you to question your worth is now questioning theirs because of you. Their world feels off balance, and they're tracing every step back to where they lost you. You might feel their energy already, that sudden thought of them, that chill down your spine, that dream that felt too real. It's their soul reaching out, trying to rewrite the ending. But this time, you're not the same. You've grown. You've healed. You've learned that love isn't about chasing what left, it's about recognizing what you deserve. Something huge is waiting for you. Somewhere right now, their phone is still in their hand. They keep staring at your name in old photos, wondering if you'd even answer if they called. The same way they once made you wait, the universe is now making them wait, and it's teaching them patience through pain. They're realizing how rare your heart was, how your silence carried more truth than their loud promises. They want to say so much, but they don't know where to start. You were never the mistake, you were the lesson they weren't ready to learn. And now, the very thing they ran from is becoming their only prayer. Something huge is waiting for you. But listen closely, the universe is giving you a choice. When that call leads them back to you, your response will define what comes next. Don't rush to open old doors, observe, stay grounded, and let actions speak louder than tears. Because sometimes the call isn't meant to bring people back, it's meant to bring closure, healing, and truth. The kind that sets both souls free. And if it does bring them back, remember, forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace over pain. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, the shift has already begun. Energy doesn't lie. You'll start to see signs, sudden songs, repeating numbers, strangers mentioning their name. These are whispers of alignment. Fate isn't finished with you yet. That phone call was just the beginning of a wave that's about to crash through everything stagnant in your life. You're not the same person they left behind. You are stronger, wiser, and glowing with silent power. Now, the world will finally see the version of you that pain tried to hide. Something huge is waiting for you. They just got a call about you, and everything changed. The people who doubted you are starting to realize you were always chosen. The person who hurt you is now praying for another chance. And the divine is smiling, because everything that broke you is now bowing down to the strength you built in silence. Get ready, because the tables have turned. What was meant to destroy you has become your divine proof. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, this is where the story gets intense. That call didn't come from a random person, it came from someone they never expected. A mutual friend. A quiet observer. Someone who saw everything unfold but stayed silent until now. They told the truth, every hidden thing, every lie that was spoken behind your back. They exposed the reality they tried to bury, the words they twisted, the feelings they faked. And now the one who left you in confusion is trembling with guilt. Their world has turned upside down. The call shattered the illusion they created to protect their pride. They are replaying every lie in their mind and realizing how wrong they were about you all along. Something huge is waiting for you. In that moment, their confidence broke. They realized that the same people they trusted, the ones who whispered in their ear, the ones who made them turn cold toward you, were the very ones who envied your light. They were played, and now they know it. They learned that the love they once took for granted was pure, rare, and irreplaceable. The words they ignored are now echoing in their head louder than ever. You became the voice of truth they can't silence. They thought moving on would bring them peace, but instead, every step away from you led them deeper into chaos. The call reminded them of what they lost, not a person, but a blessing. Something huge is waiting for you. Tonight, their heart feels heavy with memories they can't erase. They're scrolling through photos of you, zooming into your smile, wondering how they could ever walk away from that kind of peace. Every detail is haunting them, your laugh, your eyes, the way you used to say their names softly. Their phone is cold now, but their heart is burning with regret. They wish they could rewind, unhear what they just heard, unsee the truth that has exposed their choices. But destiny doesn't erase, it teaches. And the lesson they're learning is that not every ending is final. Some endings are awakenings. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who made that call wasn't just delivering news, they were delivering justice. Because the universe uses the most unexpected messengers to reveal hidden truths. And the moment your name was spoken, a storm began. They were told that you never spoke badly about them, not even once. That even after they hurt you, you still prayed for them in silence. That broke them. Completely. Because love that pure doesn't die, it transforms. Now, they're seeing your worth without your presence. They're realizing that your silence was louder than their excuses. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, your energy is shifting. You might not see it yet, but everything around you is aligning in your favor. The same person who once ignored your messages is now typing and deleting every few minutes, afraid of what to say. They know they can't just walk back into your life, they have to earn it this time. But their pride is fighting their heart. Their heart is stronger, though. It's guiding them back toward the light they once abandoned. Fate has already decided that this story isn't over. A full circle moment is coming, one where truth will speak louder than pain. Something huge is waiting for you. They keep seeing your name everywhere, on billboards, random songs, conversations between strangers. The universe is teasing them with reminders of you. Even the smell of your perfume crosses their path and freezes them for a second. They can't escape it anymore. The energy is magnetic, unstoppable, divine. What they broke, destiny is rebuilding in ways they never imagined. And soon, when they see you again, their silence will say everything words never could. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, you must stay calm in this season. Don't chase, don't rush, don't look back in anger. What's meant for you is already finding its way. The call was the ignition, now the story is unfolding. You've done your part. You healed, you let go, and you kept your heart open even when it was breaking. That's why heaven is moving mountains for you now. The tables are turning, not for revenge, but for revelation. Something huge is waiting for you. They've realized that the person who truly loved them never asked for anything. You gave without expecting. You stayed when it was hard. You believed even when everything fell apart. Now they're the ones feeling the emptiness they once left you with. Their friends can't fill it. Their distractions can't numb it. Only one thing can heal it: your forgiveness. But this time, you hold the power. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who called them mentioned something else, something shocking. They told them someone else is now showing interest in you. Someone kind. Someone who values you deeply. That hit them harder than they expected. For the first time, fear entered their heart, the fear of losing you forever. They thought you'd wait. They thought you'd still be there. But the call made them realize time has run out. Now, every moment feels like a countdown. They're desperate to fix what they broke before it's too late. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't let sympathy pull you back into old patterns. They must face what they created. Healing doesn't mean reopening the same wounds, it means allowing life to show you who truly deserves your peace. Someone new is being guided toward you. A soul who will understand your silence, protect your heart, and match your energy. The old is trembling because the new is glowing closer every day. Stay open, but guarded. The universe is rewriting your story beautifully. Something huge is waiting for you. And when they finally call you, because yes, they will, their voice will sound different. Softer. Shaky. Honest. Because for the first time, they'll be speaking from the same pain they once caused. They'll tell you they never stopped thinking about you. That they tried to move on but failed. That no one could ever replace the feeling of peace your presence brought. But the truth is, you've already moved into your glow era, where closure is peace, not permission. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, destiny is giving you a golden moment, a choice between the past and the promise. Will you open that door again, or walk forward into something greater? Either way, you win. Because now, you have the power. That call was heaven's signal. It marked the turning of the tide. Everything that once confused you is about to make perfect sense. The truth has surfaced, and the energy of your name will never be forgotten again. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, lean in closely. This next part will make your heart race. The person who made that call wasn't just a friend, it was someone they deeply trusted, someone who had seen both sides of the story. They couldn't carry the truth any longer, so they picked up the phone and spoke your name like it was a confession. The moment those words left their mouth, silence filled the room. The person on the other end froze, because what they heard wasn't just truth, it was revelation. The call was like lightning, cutting through layers of lies and guilt that had built up for months. Every illusion they believed about you shattered in an instant. All the things they thought you were, cold, distant, careless, turned out to be the lies others fed them. And now, reality has hit them harder than they ever imagined. Something huge is waiting for you. The caller revealed the pain you went through while they were laughing with others. They described how you smiled through betrayal, how you still wished them well when they didn't deserve it. And that broke something inside them, because they finally understood the kind of love they lost. They were told about the nights you stayed up crying silently, about the prayers you whispered for their happiness, even when your own heart was torn apart. That truth burned like fire. It burned every ego, every fake story, every lie they believed. They thought they had moved on, but the call reminded them that no one truly moves on from a soul that was pure. It was the kind of call that makes a person drop everything and rethink their entire life. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, they're in disbelief. They're pacing the room, holding their phone, replaying that call in their head. Every second feels heavier. Their eyes are wet, their hands are shaking, and for the first time in a long time, they feel guilt. Real guilt. They realize that the one person who never stopped caring was the same person they doubted. That truth hits like thunder. They never thought karma would visit so soon, but it did, through a single phone call that carried your name. The truth is too big to ignore now. Every heartbeat whispers your name back to them, reminding them that love never truly disappears, it transforms and returns in divine timing. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, this is divine timing unfolding before your eyes. You might not hear their voice yet, but they're whispering your name into the night, hoping somehow the energy reaches you. They're replaying your last conversation over and over, hearing every word differently this time. The call didn't just expose truth, it exposed their emptiness. The mask they wore has cracked. They've realized that all the noise around them was just distraction, and that peace was something only you brought. Now, their heart is restless. The same way you once felt their absence, they're now feeling yours, multiplied, magnified, unending. Something huge is waiting for you. They tried calling someone for comfort, but nothing worked. No one could fill the silence that followed that truth. Even music couldn't distract them, every lyric reminds them of you. Every street they pass feels like a memory. The world around them looks the same, but it feels hollow. Because once you've felt genuine love, everything else feels like an imitation. That's the lesson they're learning now, too late, but not too lost. And as they're breaking, the universe is rebuilding you, stronger, softer, wiser. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, listen closely. The person who made that call did it with divine purpose. They were guided to bring light where there was darkness. And now, that light is exposing hidden intentions that were working against you. Yes, there was jealousy, manipulation, and deceit in the shadows. But the universe chose this exact moment to bring everything into the open. No more confusion. No more unanswered questions. You're being vindicated without saying a word. Heaven has stepped in, not to punish anyone, but to balance the scales. Something huge is waiting for you. They now know who lied to them, who twisted your image, who whispered poison into their ear. The truth was heavier than they could handle. They never expected betrayal to come from their own circle, but now they see it clearly. The people they trusted are being revealed one by one. And your silence is echoing louder than their noise ever did. Every mask is falling, every false story is collapsing. They finally see you for who you truly are, genuine, patient, and rare. Something huge is waiting for you. That call was divine intervention disguised as coincidence. It was the moment when truth decided it was time to come out. And now, every decision they made against you feels like a dagger of regret. They wish they could go back to the moment they walked away. They wish they could listen instead of react, trust instead of doubt. But the clock can't turn backward, only forward, toward redemption. And redemption is coming, not through words, but through their actions soon. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, don't be surprised if their energy suddenly returns to you. You might feel random waves of emotion, sudden thoughts, a strange pull in your chest. That's not coincidence, that's connection. Their soul is reaching for yours again. You might hear from them soon, or you might see a sign, a song, a number, a name flashing before your eyes. These are confirmations that what's meant to reach you is already on its way. Stay calm. Don't chase. Let destiny do the chasing this time. Something huge is waiting for you. Tonight, they won't sleep. Their thoughts will circle back to you, again and again. That one call has become the turning point of their life. They now realize that letting you go wasn't freedom, it was the beginning of their emptiness. They're holding back tears, wondering if you'd ever forgive them. Wondering if the universe will give them a chance to fix what they destroyed. And deep down, they know, they may never find another like you. Because what's rare doesn't repeat. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, as they face their regrets, you must face your rise. The call that shook them was also your confirmation that the truth always finds its way back to the light. You were never forgotten, you were protected. Now, new doors are opening. The energy that once drained you is being replaced with blessings that overflow. This chapter isn't about revenge, it's about revelation and renewal. Stay still. Let it unfold. You're about to see why it all had to happen this way. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, this is where the story reaches the point of no return. The truth that was spoken on that call wasn't ordinary, it was explosive. The voice on the other end revealed something that completely shifted the way they saw you, forever. It wasn't about gossip, it wasn't about rumors, it was about your truth finally being seen. The caller told them about what you did quietly, without asking for attention. The moments when you helped others, when you gave your last bit of energy just to make someone else smile. The way you stood tall even when you were broken. That truth hit them deep. It reminded them that you were never the problem, you were the blessing they mishandled. They didn't just feel regret, they felt shame. Shame for doubting your loyalty, for believing others over you, for walking away when all you ever did was stand for them. That call was a mirror, and for the first time, they couldn't look away. Something huge is waiting for you. After that call ended, they sat there in silence, their hands gripping the phone like it was holding their entire past. They realized that they had been chasing illusions while the real treasure, your heart, was waiting patiently for them to wake up. And now, that realization is haunting them. They remember every word they said that hurt you. Every message they ignored. Every time you reached out with love and got silence in return. It's all replaying like a movie they wish they could rewrite. They thought you'd always be there. But the universe has shifted the energy, now they're the one feeling your absence like fire. They can't escape it anymore. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, that call was destiny's way of returning what was taken from you, not physically, but emotionally. The truth they refuse to see is now the only thing they can think about. It's like every lie they believed is dissolving in the light of clarity. The caller told them how your name still carries grace even when spoken by those who wronged you. They said you never sought revenge, never spoke ill, and never let pain turn your heart cold. That silence became your power. And now, the universe is rewarding you in the most poetic way, by letting them witness your rise while they face their fall. Something huge is waiting for you. They tried to distract themselves, tried to brush it off, but everything feels empty now. Their laughter doesn't sound real anymore. The people around them don't feel genuine. The food doesn't taste the same, the music feels sadder, the nights are longer. They're starting to realize, the peace they lost wasn't about circumstances, it was about you. You were their calm in chaos, their light in confusion, their mirror in moments of darkness. Now they understand that losing you wasn't a small mistake, it was a life-altering one. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, the universe has seen your patience. The storm you went through wasn't punishment, it was purification. Every tear you cried watered the roots of your transformation. And now, you are blooming in silence while they crumble under realization. The person who called them was guided by divine timing. They couldn't hold the truth anymore. They felt the need to clear your name, to make things right, to bring light where lies once lived. You didn't need to fight. The universe fought for you. And now, justice is unfolding quietly, beautifully, undeniably. Something huge is waiting for you. They've started telling people how much they miss you. The same lips that once denied their love are now trembling with confession. Their friends can feel it too, the shift in their energy, the regret in their voice, the sadness in their eyes. They're no longer the person who walked away. That call changed them. It made them realize that pride can destroy what love tries to protect. It made them see that your heart wasn't weak, it was rare. And now, they're preparing to reach out. Slowly. Carefully. But this time, with truth. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, destiny is guiding you both back into the same orbit, not for the same story, but for a new lesson. The energy around you is electric now. You might feel random emotions, chills, sudden thoughts of them, it's because their soul is aligning with yours again. But remember this, not everyone who returns deserves access. Some are meant to witness your glow from afar, as proof of what they lost. The universe is watching how you'll respond, so stay centered in your peace. Let them see the strength that grew from your silence. Something huge is waiting for you. The caller told them something else, something that pierced through every layer of denial. They said, you never deserved the love they gave you, but somehow they still wished you well. Those words broke them completely. It was like hearing heaven speak through a human voice. They realized they never truly knew you. They only saw what they wanted to see. And now, that ignorance has become their greatest pain. They can't stop thinking about how you stayed kind even when they gave you reasons not to. That memory is their new sleepless night. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, you're entering your season of revelation. Every truth hidden in darkness is coming to light. Every wrong story about you is collapsing. Every person who doubted you will soon speak your name with respect. They're realizing that losing someone genuine doesn't just hurt, it transforms. It forces the soul to evolve, to face its shadow, to beg for forgiveness not from others, but from itself. This is the beginning of your redemption arc, not because they saw your worth, but because you never stopped being worthy. Something huge is waiting for you. They've started dreaming about you again. Dreams so vivid they wake up with your name on their lips. It's the universe's way of reminding them that energy doesn't disappear, it waits. The connection between souls doesn't die, it just goes silent until truth revives it. They're feeling that revival now. Every song, every place, every memory carries your essence. They're realizing they didn't just lose love, they lost alignment. And that call was their wake-up call from the heavens. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved, as this unfolds, keep your heart guarded and your spirit calm. You don't need to do anything, just stay present. The same way they once turned away from you, they'll now turn back with trembling honesty. The universe has reversed the roles. You were the chaser before, now you are the magnet. They're drawn to you by a force they can't explain or resist. And soon, when their message arrives, it'll begin with 3 simple words that will shake you: I'm so sorry. Something huge is waiting for you.